The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, is the third installment in the Fast and Furious film series. It was released in 2006 and directed by Justin Lin. The film opens with a high-speed car chase through the streets of the United States. Sean Boswell, Lucas Black, is a teenage street racer who has just arrived at his third high school. He has a passion for racing, but his rebellious nature has landed him in trouble with the law. After a particularly dangerous race, Sean is forced to leave his hometown in Alabama and move to Tokyo to live with his estranged father. Tokyo is a world away from Sean's previous life. He doesn't know the language, the culture, or the racing scene. But his passion for cars soon leads him to a group of street racers who introduce him to the world of drifting. Drifting is a form of car racing where the driver intentionally oversteers the car, causing it to lose traction in the rear wheels and slide through corners. It requires a high level of skill and control, and it quickly becomes clear that Sean has a lot to learn. Sean's first attempt at drifting ends in disaster when he crashes into the car of Takashi, Brian T., also known as DK. DK is the nephew of a local Yakuza boss, and he demands that Sean pay for the damage. Sean is broke, but he agrees to work for Han Sung Kong, a member of DK's crew, to earn the money he needs to pay off his debt. Han is a mysterious figure who runs an underground garage and is heavily involved in the Tokyo street racing scene. He takes Sean under his wing and teaches him how to drift. Han is a skilled driver and an expert at manipulating the dangerous world of street racing. He introduces Sean to his crew, including his beautiful protégé Neela, Natalie Kelly, who is also DK's girlfriend. As Sean spends more time with Han and his crew, he begins to understand the complex relationships and alliances that make up the Tokyo racing scene. Sean's growing skill as a driver brings him to the attention of DK, who is threatened by the newcomer. DK is a ruthless racer who is willing to do anything to win, including breaking the rules and endangering the lives of other drivers. He warns Sean to stay away from Neela, but Sean can't help being drawn to her. As Sean becomes more involved in the racing scene, he becomes embroiled in the conflict between DK and Han. Han and DK were once close friends, but they have grown apart and are now bitter rivals. The tension between Han and DK comes to a head when they compete in a high-stakes race through the winding streets of Tokyo. The race is brutal, with both drivers pushing their cars to the limit. The stakes are high, and the outcome of the race will determine the balance of power in the Tokyo racing scene. Sean is caught in the middle, torn between his loyalty to Han and his feelings for Neela. The climax of the film is a thrilling and dangerous race that takes place on a mountain road. The race is a showdown between Sean and DK, with Neela as the prize. The race is intense and fast-paced, with the drivers weaving in and out of traffic and dodging obstacles. In the end, Sean emerges as the victor, winning Neela's heart and cementing his place in the Tokyo racing scene. The film ends with Sean returning to the United States and facing off against his old rival. He has become a skilled driver and a respected member of the racing community. Han is revealed to have died in a car accident, which sets up the events of the next Fast and Furious film. Overall, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, is a high-octane action film that showcases the world of drift racing and the underground racing scene in Tokyo. It also introduces new characters to the Fast and Furious franchise and sets up the events of the later films in the series.